Today, we're going over the March 2025 6 cents 6 sack. Let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, so if you saw my video from last month, I mistakenly posted the last sack as the March sack. I had a commenter actually let me know that I was wrong about that, so I've gone back and corrected the video title and thumbnail, but this is actually the March sack, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. All right, first thing we have a pack of the stout wide gap hooks in 4/0. And this is just a standard wide gap hook. Yeah, that's the stout wide gap hook. Not a whole lot to say. Good sharp hooks. They give you a full pack, so no complaints here. So the next thing we have, oh, they actually threw in a 6 cents koozie. That's kind of cool. I don't think I have any 6 cents koozies, but it'd be good to keep drinks cold next time I go on a fishing trip. So the next thing we've got here, we have a pack of the 6 cents Crappie jig heads. And these are 1/16 ounce, and they're size number 4 hook. I'm not really familiar with their crappie or crappie, however you like to say it, lures and terminal tackle. I know they're relatively new, if I'm not mistaken. But again, that's the 6 cents crappie jig heads, and they are actually in baby shad. They look pretty nice. Probably the only time I can say I've seen a little bit of a flaw in one of the 6 cents items. I don't know how well it will show up, but right along the eye, there's a weird kind of like, I don't know, part where the glue is sticking up or something. I don't know how well that shows up. Other than that, they look really nice. I'll be interested to see how these do. I've actually discovered somewhat recently that I enjoy ultralight fishing, so these would be great for that. So the next thing we have the Clobber minnow. And these are an exclusive color, and it doesn't say the name of the color. But I guarantee you these will go with those jig heads perfectly. Again, that's the Clobber minnow. It's kind of hard to hold it and show the whole thing. But they look pretty nice. I could see these working really well for crappie, or even just any panfish in general, because these are small enough that a bluegill brim could grab hold of them. I wish I knew what the name of the color was, like if they had like where you could buy it, because I like the color, but I guess this is an exclusive. You can only get it in the sack for this month, and I guess won't be able to buy it unless they decide to release it later on. But yeah, I like those. Those are pretty nice. So the next thing we have are the Ridge Lizard and Green Pumpkin Juice. And these pretty much look like essentially a standard lizard lure. Tail's a little bit different. Most of the time you see a lure that's lizard shaped, the tail's more of a curly tail, but I guess this might be actually a little bit more realistic. But it's a green pumpkin color, but it's also got some blue and green and red flake in it in addition to the black. They look pretty nice. But again, that's the Ridge Lizard and Green Pumpkin Juice. So the next thing we have are the Panorama 3.5. And these are in Ghost Pro Shad. And these, I don't believe I've gotten any of these before. So the next thing we have are the Panorama 3.5. And these are in Ghost Pro Shad. And these, I don't believe I've gotten any of these before. I think I happened to stop getting the sack right about the time these came out. I'm interested to see how they work, because if I'm not mistaken, these are really meant for forward-facing sonar, which I don't use because all I have is a kayak and I don't have any kind of fish finders on there. I can see these working pretty well. Also, April's Autism Awareness Month. If you want to help support a great autism awareness charity, go down in the description and you can check out Autism Anglers. They're one of my favorite autism charities, and I usually try to at least buy some stuff from them here and there and donate when I can. Again, that's the Panorama and Ghost Pro Shad. Yeah, these are nice. They're super thin, like incredibly thin. But yeah, I'd be interested to give these a try. It'd be interesting to see how well they work not using the forward-facing sonar, but definitely throw them on at some point and give them a try. All right, so the next thing we have in here, we have a Provoke 106 SDD. This is a silent deep diver version of the Provoke, and it dives 4 to 7 feet, and it's 5/8 of an ounce. I'm not huge on jerk baits, but this looks really nice. I really probably should try some jerk baits more often. I know they can do really well, especially in cold temperatures. And this might be the one I have to try out first. It's pretty nice. Again, it's silent, so no rattle. Great paint job as usual. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Again, that is the Provoke 106 SDD Deep Diver Silent in Pro Blue scales. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna have to give that a try. All right, so the next thing we have in here, we have a Curve 55. This is a crankbait that dives 5 to 9 feet, and it's 3/8 of an ounce. And it's in Spanish bone. Yeah, this one's pretty nice. I do like the Spanish bone colors. It's like a classic bone with just a hint of chartreuse to it almost. It definitely has knocker in it. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm not a huge just standard crankbait user. I know they can really produce some fish. I don't know, I just tend to go towards soft plastics more often than hard baits. But yeah, it's another one I'd like to give a try at some point. But again, that's the Curve 55 in Spanish bone. Yeah, I'll definitely have to give that a try at some point. All right, and the last item in here is the Crush 50X. And this one is in Lava Truce. So this one's actually a square bill. These I've used square bills a little more so than just a standard crankbait. Lipless is my usual go-to for crankbait, but square bills are usually my next option. Yeah, I like the colors on this. This is pretty much a crawfish imitation. The yellow is a little bit different than what I'm used to seeing for crawfish, but I could see that drawing some extra attention to it. And of course, nice sharp hooks. And it has some knockers in it. Sounds like a few of them. But yeah, this is definitely something I would throw this spring for some bass that are looking for some crawfish. Again, that's the Crush 50X in Lava Truce. Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely throw this before it gets too warm. I think that'd do really well for some spring bass. All right, so what do you think about the March sack? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a like. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, make sure you're subscribed. We'll see you in the next one.